Hey anime peeps, it is review time, and this time it's a double box special. I have Bento box. I did actually get this last week. I've just been so busy with my cosplay and I've done a lot more hours at work. Hence why I'm a little under the weather at the minute, so I apologise if I'm a little bit sniffly. And I just got Loot Crate Gaming a few days ago. Thank you for Ruben for taking it in for me, by the way, as I can't take many parcels in because of my parents, and my dad can't answer the door too much because he's not very well himself. So, without further ado, I will do the Bento box first. I have opened both of these guys. Unfortunately, I can't really wait a week not to look at them. It's just too tempting. So I'm just going to go through what was in the box. So I'm going to go through Bento first. Okay, I have to say, I did moan about last month's box, and I'm going to have to moan again, unfortunately, guys, because this month's box again was a little bit on the lacking side, and I didn't really feel it was worth my money. So I'm feeling that I'm going to have to unsubscribe to them. Unfortunately, I'm just not as wowed by them as they were. But I'm going to review them anyway and try and give them the benefit of the doubt and see what you guys think. So this was the first item. The box was actually wrapped in this, which was quite a nifty idea. And it's quite a nice little tote bag, and it has Natsume from Natsume's Book of Friends on it. It did take me a while to guess, and it took a while. The cat was the big giveaway. So it's pretty cute. I don't quite know what Pretty Elf 1967 is. I'm not sure if it's a designer brand in Japan. I haven't actually had a chance to look, but it is actually quite a well-made tote bag. It's quite thick material, and there is a little pocket inside it just at the back, which is quite handy. So I might just use this as a generic expo bag, because shoulder bags in expos are pretty damn handy. So it's pretty cute. That is probably the better item that is out of this box, to be fair. On to the next item. It was a keychain. Now this is actually pretty much a genuine item, which I was happy about because the last few items have been fake. And I did moan about these keychains before. They're like the little plastic sort of character charms with the sort of facing. I think this is Rem. I can't remember what the anime is from that she's called. I think it's Real Life. It does say on the packet, and there's a little promotional image. So I'm not sure if this is from a game promotion or an anime sort of thing, but it is a pretty cute keychain, to be fair. I've never watched Real Life. I've seen a lot of stuff on it on Facebook floating around, especially with the twin girls, which one of this character is. So it's a pretty cute little keychain. So she's holding a little apple. I'm not quite sure what that symbolises. I'll have to watch the anime, but I have heard the ending is a very big downer. So it's one of those animes that's like, should I watch it and be disappointed, or should I watch it and judge it for myself? But I'm not actually quite sure what the synopsis. I think it's like normal guy goes to a different dimension, and elf girls and all that, and has to deal with all his inner emotions and inner demons and blah blah. That's the basic synopsis I know that it's about. On to the next item. I did find this quite quirky. Sorry, it is out of the box still. It is a Pikachu exclusive glass side figure. If you don't know what they are, they're basically like the little figures, like I had the Sailor Moon ones. And they basically sit on the edge of the glass and look pretty. And this one, I got a Pikachu with a squashed face and tummy. So basically, when he's against the glass, it looks like he's smushing his face against the glass, which I think is a pretty nifty idea, actually. Sorry, the glass isn't the cleanest. I have been using it for paint. So there you go. Cute. There's a pretty squished Pikachu. Does it sit quite as flat against the glass? It's not an official Nintendo item. It's made by a company called Pitito and Kitan Club, which I've never heard of before. But it is quite a quirky item. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I love Pikachus. As you see from my bed, I've got a massive Pikachu plush collection starting on, so hoping to get more. So these were some of the other items I got, guys. Unfortunately, I think I've lost one of the parts for one of the figures, so hopefully it's still here in the box somewhere. There it is. Sorry, I just had to pull it out. So this was another item. Now this was quite a random item because I haven't watched this anime in absolutely years, and that's Negama. I can't remember the name of this character. I know that she's into gymnastics and aerobics, so she does like ribbon dancing, hence why she's holding a massive ribbon. My fiance didn't quite know what that was actually meant to be when he first saw it, and she comes with a little tiny pair of, I think they're batons, like for twirling, and they sit on the stand, not too well to be fair, but they do sit, as long as you've got them on the shelf, they're there. But I'd never known them to actually stand up on the end like that. I can't remember her name. I think it's Akiko or something like that. She's pretty ditzy, and she has a major crush on the protagonist Niggy, who's a wizard who's about 10 years old from Wales, and he goes to Japan to be a teacher for his wizard training. And he has a really weird ability. If he sneezes, he can blow off people's clothing. Hence why in an all-girls school, it's a funny situation. So it's a cute figure, don't get me wrong. It was just in a packet, so I think it's just a sort of a generic sort of Japan store cheapo sort of figure, but it's cute, don't get me wrong. Onto this item. Now, Bento have been quite sort of on their music boxes recently, as I got the little Totoro box from them before, and it played just a generic classical music charm. But this one, don't know if you can quite hear it on my microphone, but it basically plays the main music theme from the Studio Ghibli film Castle in the Sky, which was as old as me. Makes me really sad that that movie came out in 1986, but to this day it's probably still one of my favourite Ghibli movies, and the animation is still as gorgeous as it was, and Mark Hamill plays the villain in it, which is awesome. It took me a couple of years to figure that out until I watched a Mojo Top 10 video, and I didn't realise he was the bad guy, and that was quite surprising. So it is really cute, and especially if you're like into sort of steampunk and you like sort of music boxes and you can see all the gears and stuff, it is pretty cool. My fiance was quite fascinated by the mechanics in that. And then just on to the last two little items. I felt this was kind of chucked in because these were just loose, they were unbagged, and it was a little chibi figure of Domo eating a bowl of rice, which is pretty cute because I do like Domo. And I had a figure from Bat Butler, and I can't remember this guy's name. He wasn't my favourite character, he was just a side character. I think it's Rem or Ren. He's just like this sort of dealer guy. He's kind of like the guy who knows a guy who knows a guy to do a deal for a guy. And he always has this girl with him, always sort of draped across his lap. And yeah, from Black Butler. I do love Black Butler, don't get me wrong. It's just I would have preferred Sebastian, obviously, or Grail, because I love Grail so much. So that was it for the Bento box. So yeah, all in all, it just felt a bit, oh, it's just kind of chucked in there. It wasn't really planned, but I'm just thinking of stopping Bento for now, guys, and just sticking with Aki Bento, or sorry, not Bento, Loot Anime and Loot Crate for the moment. So don't get me wrong, I'm going to review it and give it the fair job. So anyway, on to Loot Crate Gaming. This month's theme was Battlefield, so it features Fallout, Dark Souls, and a few other various battle themed stuff. So I mainly got it for the Fallout item, obviously. So I did love the item as soon as I saw it. It was just the first thing sat on the top, was just a big Fallout item just staring right at me. So I was very happy. So I'm going to show you now. Okay, so the t-shirt, which obviously was the first item, was it was a Fallout shirt, and it is covered in all the different traits that you unlock throughout the game. I'll just put it a bit closer to the camera so you can just about see. So you've got all the silhouettes of all the different tropes that you unlock, so like all the mechanics and killing abilities and thief abilities and all that. So this was a really cool shirt. I was really pleased to get this because I've only got like 2 Fallout shirts, and it's very hard to get shirts for girls because pretty much all the Fallout shirts are big ass, like extra fat guy sweatpants size. Sticker, sorry. So yeah, very happy with this shirt. Thanks, Loot Crate. On to the next item. This is a set of Loot Crate exclusive shot glasses. I'm a really avid fan of collecting shot glasses, believe it or not, because I just love the quirkiness of them, and they sort of feature like a sort of retro 80s Galaga sort of style asteroid shooting game theme on them, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, they're really cool. So once I get a place and I get a cabinet I can display my shot glasses in, that's where they'll be. Oh, my Tokyo Ghoul ones and all my various other ones I've collected on my travels. I think the first one that sort of started me off was I got one in Switzerland and I just loved it, and then I collected a couple more while I was there. It was a bit hard getting them back through customs without getting them damaged, but I got them all there, to be fair. On to the next item. it's a Gears of War item, and I absolutely love Gears of War. I did get Gears of War 4 last week, and I have not had any time whatsoever to play it, so it's just constantly staring me in the face. And I did have the little debate about what this was. I call it a retro Lancer, and my fiance was very adamant it's not. It's a standard Lancer. So yes, I know he was right, I was wrong. I don't want to admit it, but it is really cool. So as you can see, it's just a replica covered in blood, looking pretty sweet. And that's going to go on my Bulma figure later on because she's holding a sniper rifle, so that's going to be cool. And also comes with a stand, so you can put it together and display it for all your Gears of War gloriness on your console or whatever, depending if it doesn't melt. So just gonna, I don't know which way does he go. I think he goes that way. Yep, there we go. So sits on the stand looking all sweet and awesome. So that is really, really cool. Part of me doesn't want to play Gears because I keep seeing these scenes of when Marcus gets attacked in the game, and if they kill Marcus off, I'm going to be so gutted. No spoilers in the comments, okay? No spoilers. No spoilers. So I really can't wait to play multiplayer because me and my fiance loved playing Horde mode on Gears 2 and I think Gears 3 as well. Because, oh god, when you've had a really shit day at work, nothing better than coming home and having a bit of multiplayer battle, some good old carnage and some curb stomping. Right, on to the next item. This is probably one of my favourite items from this box. I was a bit unexpected. I've never played this game though. It's Dead Rising 4. Obviously the upcoming game is coming out. Obviously they announced the trailer at E3 a little while ago. It was sort of a Christmassy sort of trailer, which was pretty sweet to be fair. And it is a Dead Rising themed multi-tool. And obviously if you are in the apocalypse and there is zombies coming at you, you'll want multi-tools. So this is pretty sweet. It also has Frank West signature sort of engraved into the handle. You have a pair of pliers, you have a torch, so you have also a file, a screwdriver and a plier, sort of tweezer there. I can't pull them out because they get stuck and they really hurt my nails. Oh, there we go, there we go. Yep, so you got bottle opener, a screwdriver, and there's a file just there. So that's pretty cool because I actually get my dad pretty much one of these sort of multi-tools every Christmas, and it's kind of been a bit of a tradition. So to have one of my own, that's pretty cool. And it also folds up nice and neat and goes in the pouch. So that is a really, really unique item because usually it's just collectible stuff, but for stuff you can use every day, that's really, really cool. Also, we have the exclusive Loot Crate tin for the Battlefield theme. It's kind of an old school medal look, or just sort of bronze, and it's a skull with a sort of soldier's helmet on. I thought it was a beret at first, but yeah, it's a soldier's helmet with an ace on it. So that is sweet. And obviously don't forget, if you go onto that, you unlock the items. I haven't seen what the item is this month. And on to the last item, guys. It's a exclusive Dark Souls comic book, and it's by Titan Comics. I have not played Dark Souls. My mate Luke at work is an absolute nut for Dark Souls. So Luke, this will be coming your way, buddy. So I expect a big thank you. It's basically a Dark Souls comic with various artists. There's 4 different stories. The artwork for the first story though kind of blew me away. It reminded me of the Dragon Age art in the comic book, so that was pretty cool. This one is kind of like a Mad Max sort of style artwork. That's the only way to describe it because there's a lot of orange and a lot of very bold dark lines. There was one, this kind of reminded me of like some of the Silent Hill sort of artwork in the comic books. It was very pale and very misty like, which was pretty sweet. And then obviously you have all the different images and basically all the info about all the different artists and how they did the artwork, which was pretty cool. So with that box, I am extremely happy. And obviously here you have the poster, which has a Battlefield sort of theme, so that's pretty cool. And obviously on the back, all the information. So yeah. Alright Adam, you happy? It's a classic Lancer. I didn't say retro Lancer, I said classic Lancer. So, And hopefully if I'm put into the epic drop win this month, I could win a Xbox 500 gig with Battlefield 1, which I would love because I really wanted to play Battlefield, but unfortunately I missed out on the demo, so sorry Phil, I would have played, but I didn't get a chance. So all in all, a really good box. They haven't announced next month's theme yet. I'm hoping it's going to be good. If it's going to be like a Halloween themed or horror box, that would be really cool because I'd love some Bioshock stuff, some good old horror. And obviously the box does the same like in any standard box, and it basically turns into a giant ammo crate, which is pretty cool. I actually like it like that because it makes sense to have the guns in a box rather than outside on a box. So anyway guys, my next boxes will be Bento, which I will be subscribing to today, and it will be a horror themed box for Halloween. So there'll be Parasite, Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note and Soul Eater, which I all love because they're all great anime. The next loot crate will be the horror themed box. There'll be Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th and various other horrors, which is pretty cool because I love my gory horror. And anime loot crate will be coming up soon. I just got my tracking number for it, which is pretty damn quick, and the theme is delicious. So it will be Food Wars and Amaru-chan, which I am really looking forward to because I absolutely love Amaru-chan, and Sweetness and Lightning. I got a bit mixed up what it was last time. It's actually anime I was absolutely loving last season. And Sweetness and Lightning is a really cute sort of slice of life anime about a father who's lost his wife recently, has his 5-year-old daughter. He doesn't know how to cook. He's worried about not being able to feed her properly, and basically learns from a schoolgirl who he teaches in the school of how to cook proper meals for her, which is really cute. So if you haven't seen it, give it a watch because it's on Crunchyroll and it's amazing. You'll love it. It'll make you a little bit emotional in places because the little girl is just so adorable. But watch it. So I will stop waffling, and until next time guys, I will say a sayonara des, and if you see me wearing this bad boy at MCN next month, give me a holler and I will say hiya. So bye bye guys.